Japan is known as the land of the rising sun, but it could also be called the land of singing toilets or the country of the blue traffic light. There are so many things that make it a whole other world. So get ready to explore. First, if you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button for more interesting videos. So here are the 24 things that exist only in Japan. Number 1. Square watermelons. They were invented back in the 70s by a graphic designer to fit compactly in the fridge and be cut more easily. Japanese farmers grow them special containers to get the shape. Since they are expensive, people don't buy them as food but rather as a decorative item. Number 2. Bizarre flavors of Kit Kat. Chili pepper, sweet potato, grilled corn, soya bean, salt watermelon, mango, green tea. That's only a short list of the Kit Kat flavors you can try in Japan. Which one would you like to try? Let me know in the comments. Number 3. Fake food. Specialists make this kind of food from plastic or wax and it looks just as delicious as the real one. Many restaurants use fake food to display their popular dishes in the windows and attract hungry clients. Usually these replicas cost much more than the dishes they imitate. Number 4. Purikura machines. Taking photos in the booth is nothing new, but Japan added its own exciting twist to this experience. Their photo booths, called Purikura, allow you to edit photos right on the spot, adding different backgrounds, funny stickers or writings. Also, you can send the pictures to your cell phone. Number 5. People pushers. Subway and train stations get really overcrowded during rush hours. That's why the station staff and part-time workers must perform the routine procedure of pushing people inside trains to fit in as many passengers as possible before the door closes. Number 6. Umbrella parking lot. Before going inside a building, you can park and lock your umbrella just like you do with your bike. Now you can be sure no one will take it and you won't make a puddle on the floor if your umbrella is wet. Many government buildings, offices and hotels have this sort of umbrella rack. Number 7. Millions of vending machines. Japan has more than 5 million of them, mostly because they save time for people who work late hours, which is common thing there. Besides, Japanese vending machines aren't just for snacks and soda. You can buy basically anything from live lobster to underwear in these machines. Number 8. Tokyo's biggest resident. In 2015, Godzilla was granted citizenship in Tokyo's Shinjuku ward. The authorities presented a special certificate stating his new residency and made him a new job offer. Godzilla became the tourism ambassador. Later, they even installed a Godzilla head 171 feet above the ground at Toho, the movie studio that made the original movie back in 1954. Number 9. Train delays make headlines. Punctuality is a really big thing there and train stations do everything possible to avoid a delay. If a train is 5 minutes late, the railway company might have to issue a delay certificate for railway workers and passengers who missed an important appointment. And if the delay is longer than an hour, then the railway company might make an official apology in the newspapers. Number 10. Polite slurping. While in many countries slurping is considered rude, in Japan it's a way to show your appreciation of the dish. If you don't slurp when you eat noodles, then the chef will think that you don't enjoy the food or that it's cold. Number 11. Face napkins. When you eat a burger, it's never pretty because your mouth gets covered in ketchup or mustard. Owners of one fast food restaurant found a solution of this by serving burgers together with special napkins. They cover the faces of the guests who feel a bit embarrassed about looking messy while eating. Number 12. Water serving sink. They are located right over the toilet tanks. The idea is simple. First you wash your hand over the sink, then it goes straight to the tank, and finally you flush the toilet when you have done your business. So you save water by using it twice. Number 13. Strange mayo. No, Japanese mayo doesn't have any special recipe or ingredient, but they don't eat it with salads, meat, and sandwiches. In Japan, people usually use it as a topping for ice cream or on pancakes. Number 14. Naps at work. In Japanese culture, dozing off at the workplace or inimuri is considered a sign of being hardworking person who is very committed to their job. That's why inimuri is so common and no one thinks it's a bad thing. Some people even fake it. Number 15. World's shortest escalator. You can find this escalator in the basement of Moro's department store, which is located in the city of Kawasaki. The escalator has only 5 steps and is only 33 inches tall. Well, that's too small step for a man. Number 16. Canned food restaurant. Eating canned food may not sound like a delicious treat for you, but there is a whole chain of restaurants all over the country where they have served only canned food. They are pretty popular since clients can choose from 300 varieties of food from all across the world. Number 17. No fours. It's common for Japanese culture to avoid the number 4 because it's considered to be very unlucky. That's why some buildings don't have a 4th floor. Stores don't sell a set of cutlery of 4, and the number of guests to some event can't be 4. Number 18. Blue traffic light. They use a blue color instead of green color for traffic lights. The reason for that hides in their language. Historically, there was only one word for both colors. When traffic lights first appeared in the country, they were as green as anywhere else. But that green color was still called blue. To make things right, the government decided to use bluish shade of green possible. Number 19. Cleaning classes. Japanese kids learn how to clean in many schools because it's a part of their education. They mop their classrooms and hallways, do dusting, and even clean the bathrooms. Teachers believe it's a great way to raise responsible citizens. Number 20. Futuristic toilets. Toilets in Japan are very high-tech. To use one, a person should know that all those buttons are for. There is a variety of functions including heating the seat, spraying warm water to clean the user up, and even playing music. Number 21. Crazy ice cream flavors. The Japanese love weird food combos. That's why finding an ice cream flavored with horse meat, charcoal, squid ink, garlic, or chicken wings won't be a problem here. Number 22. Space-saving parking lots. Since Japan is a densely populated country, they don't like to waste space. That's why their parking lots have a smart system. They are designed like multi-level garages. Number 23. Robot-run hotel. In a hotel in Nagasaki, robots are a big part of its staff. It's called the Henna, which translates as strange. The human-like androids meet the guests, clean the rooms, carry luggage, make coffee, and even smile. However, real people work there to recharge the robots and supervise how they perform their duties. Number 24. Cafe Companion. Sitting alone in a cafe and enjoying your coffee and food is common for most people around the world. But in the land of the rising sun, you will get a huge bullish mummy to sit next to you in one of the cafes, so you don't have to eat alone. Hey, if you learned something new today, then give the video a like and share it with a friend. And here are some of other videos I think you will enjoy. Just click to the left or right. Thank you.